Monday, March 26th, 2012. Part of what I got to do today is get this off the bead so that I can reseal it and try to fill it up again. And this other one's kind of hopeless. Nobody's going to mount this on a cracked rim. That's why I'm going to have to do it myself somehow to reseat it. I got to go take George to the store for it's his wife's birthday, and he's buying her a roast beef sub for her birthday. So that's what I got to do first. Well, we just ran to Subway and back. He got his wife a roast beef hoagie for her birthday. Now he's checking his bank balance and sheets. This is such a busy place. It's not even that great of a deal to be. Cars are getting kind of weird nowadays. There's a Ford Fiesta. I bet that gets 45 miles a gallon though. I don't even know. Maybe it's electric. I don't know anything about these. And I'm waiting for George outside of Martin's. He's going in the bank for some reason. I think he's juggling. Well, there he goes into Community Bank. I really don't understand what he does with all this banking. Really beautiful day. The camera doesn't really probably give it justice. Even the crummy places in Virginia are usually pretty. He goes in the bank, and then he walks around to the drive-up. It's really weird. I'll see what I'll go pick him up over at the drive-up. He's got a weird routine. Hi George, how are you? What? It's not working? Yeah, that's the kind of trailer I need. That thing's huge. It's a Leonard trailer. I should see what they charge. They have like an easy payment plan. So how are you doing, George?
You just say stuff to say stuff.
Yeah. You know, are you happy now?
No, I'm not happy now.
What's the matter?
No, I did what I'm going to do. Don't make them happy.
Okay, I'm going to mark this somehow. I guess I'll put a little chalk mark on where the tire meets this so that I can keep the balance. I'm going to try to break the bead so I can reseat this. Can't find a valve stem remover, so I'm going to just have to do it the hard way, I guess. Well, I can't believe that actually worked. I broke the bead. I can feel it's kind of rough behind here. That's probably why it's leaking. And get some real fine sandpaper, clean that up. Okay, that's good. Alright, I used some 120X aluminum oxide. Worked pretty well. I get a bunch of goop, put it around it, and then reseat it. And inflation's starting to take its toll. This little puny bottle of tire cement, $11. Now I'm understanding why they never put it on anymore at the tire places. Okay, now I'm going to coat the rims with this and hopefully can pump it full of air and seal it. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to reseat or not. Well, it doesn't get any smoother than that. Pops right out. Hopefully the sealant's enough to have solved the bead leak issue. We shall soon find out. I'll let it dry, then I'm going to test this in the bathtub. Well, it's probably a stretch because this is probably leaking from this, somebody burned this tire out till it popped. So, but I'm going to test this in the bathtub as well anyway. Well, amazingly, I found the big leak, and it's actually a nail or some foreign object in there. This may be fixable. That's interesting. That's the biggest of the leaks. Oh, unfortunately there is a bead leak on this one too, right where the weight is. So I'm going to have to do what I did to the other one, but then I got to plug this. The major leak is right there. But incredibly, it doesn't look like much else is leaking beyond that, which is a good thing. I'm going to go test the other tire again, see if I sealed off all the other leaks. This one's got to be dismounted. Alright, now I'm going to let the air out of this tire and try to dismount it like this one. I'm trying in the tub to get some clean water. The water was really crap from this tire. And then I'll retest this tire. Alright, I finally got this off the rim. Same deal, I'm going to sand the inside of the rim. I got to pop that out. If that snaps up, it'll smush my finger. But all I got to do is sand the inside. I got to let this one dry out though. I can't really see it till it's dry, so this is going to be a while for this one. I'm going to go up, if this tire's not leaking, I'll bring it up and switch it with the other tire since I only have 2 jack stands. And see if I can get another good tire. I want 2 really good tires on the left side. That way I don't have to mess with them, you know, on the other ones, because I'm going to go left side against the bush. Yeah, that's too wet and greasy to even sand. So I'm going to let it dry off. Hopefully this one's perfect now. Go in the bathtub. I'm just going to have a cup of coffee and wait now. I sprayed some dishwashing fluid and water on this. Heavy dishwashing fluid in it, so I don't see any leaks. You'd see big bubbles coming up. I don't see anything here. That's awesome. I'll double check it in the bathtub, but looks good so far. Yeah, the back looks good too. If you had any leaks, you'd have like big bubbles blowing up, just like kids' bubbles.
My name is Doug, and I have mesothelioma.
Very cool.
If you need information on medical
looks like the sealant worked. I'll have to install the good tire and take off another one of the bad tires to fix. I want to put this tire on the front left of on the back left of this Sprint. It's going to be awfully tight though. I didn't leave near enough room. I'm going to have to clear this out. Dug a little hole in here. This one seems to actually have some good tread. So this may just have like a hole in it or something. Actually, the front left one has good tread too. It's weird. It's because of limited slip only burn on one tire. I thought this had posi. Anyway, hopefully the lugs won't spin like they did on the other one. This may be a problem, even with a limited slip gear. This car's in park. I don't think this should be spinning. That may be a bad sign. I thought this was posi, but I guess it's not. Well, it came loose, but now the tire won't fit out between the axle and the body. I gotta jack the body up some more relative to the axle. I guess I could lower the... I guess I could put something under the body and just jack down the axle. Maybe I'll do that. I'll build up some bricks or something. Look at all the animal nests and crap. Jeez. I couldn't find anything to sit it up on, so I kind of balanced it on a head and a brick and a brake drum. My God. At least it came off. Let's see if I can get that other tire. Coat a little anti-seize lubricant on the back where this aluminum contacts the steel rotor or drum, and that way it'll minimize the bimetal effect. There's probably a paper gasket or something you're supposed to use, maybe a brass ring or something, I don't know, but I gotta use what I have. Alright, that should be adequate. What I do is coat the studs as well, and that's it. There it is, a nice light coat on the studs as well. That'll reduce the instance of cold weld due to the bimetal effect, which is half the reason. That's probably what was wrong with the other, why the other lugs seized up and to the point where they were taking them off and they started spinning. So this should protect somewhat against that. It's not a perfect solution, but it's the best solution there is. With these Unilug tires, what I wanted to do is they snugged up to the lug nuts. That way I can make sure that all these other ones are centered, which they are. And if they weren't centered, I was in the wrong set of holes, because there's two possible set of holes. Those other holes are drilled for, I don't know, Ford or Mopar or something. Anyway, something's offset, and that's why they have them drilled them both, so that they could increase the potential market for the tires with one manufacturing run. Anyway, that works. All the studs are good. Everything's looking good. So I'm going to just put the rest of the lug nuts on and tighten them up. Well, that sits pretty good considering all the weight on the back of this truck, and that the other right-hand side is jacked up and on a jack stand. Looking good. I guess I'll know in a week or so if this has a pin leak or anything. You need to get those little plastic caps that go on the end of the valve stems. I'm going to put the hubcaps back on here if I can find some good enough screws. Well, these screws are actually all pretty stripped. I'm just going to never seize them and put them back though, so I can get new screws. Well, there you have it. I'm not real impressed with a hubcap that holds itself on with one screw. You can see the front tire's got a leak in it too. Jeez. So I got four screwed up tires on this car. Well, hopefully this one's fixed, but at least 3 screwed up tires. Now one's totally bald, so I may need 1 new tire, 2 repairs. I can't even get back to that one until I move this big cabinet. Alright, I gotta start on this crap. I didn't want to do this right now. Well, I found my missing 4 bricks. I found my missing step stool. There's some kind of avalanche over here. I'm almost down enough where I can get under and jack it up. Yeah, this one still actually has some air in it, even though a lot leaked out, so I guess this is just a bead leak problem as well. 90% probability. This one has some dry rot, you can see on in here, so this needs an actual new tire, but I can get a lot of more miles out of this and it's not going to fail inspection. So the only real problem I have is with that one they burned out to Gazoo. The car may need a new rear end. I'll have to start looking for a posi track. I really want to put a C30 rear end in this thing anyhow, C30 suspension. So anyway, I gotta get this tire fixed tonight, and I'll be able to put this on the left side, and then hopefully the other ones I'll be able to fix as well and get them mounted on here as well, get them not leaking. It's just a matter of getting the keys for the Blazer, bringing the Blazer up here and switching it with this. I gotta get the locks, should be in any day from eBay, and I'll be able to fit 99% of this tools into the knack box in the basement. It's all packed back in again. That'll lock it up and go home and do the tires. Okay, now I'm going to just sand the inside of this. It's kind of rough. That's why it was leaking. This is the one with the nail in it, so it's still going to leak after I fix it. But it won't leak from the bead, so I might be able to plug it. Well, oddly, I can't find a leak on this tire at all. It's very strange. Since it was flat, it did have about 10 pounds left in it, so maybe the leak's just so minute that it's not showing, but I can't find anything. You can't fix what I can't find, so this tire actually is a super slow leak. It leaked 34 pounds over 8 months, so it'd be difficult to find the leak. So I guess I'll put this back on. I'll just have to deal with the other two. I'll have to bring the other one in out of the trunk. I should just have enough light to reinstall this tire. It's already too dark in there to film, so I'm not going to film it. Yay, I beat the dark. You can't see the front tire way back there. It looks kind of flat, but I don't know if that's because the whole truck is jacked up with all the weight going on the front, or if it actually leaks some air. I won't know until I get these other two back on. I wish I could replace the one that's bald. See if I can fix it. This tire here has a leak just as fast as that other one over here with the nail in it. You see a lot of dry rot spots, probably from sitting on the flat. A lot of cracks in this. Hopefully it's not leaking out of these cracks. Sometimes fix-a-flat will help if it's on the outside, but for long-term sitting, which is about to do, I don't know. I guess I'll spray it with some stuff and see where it's leaking. If I can't figure it out, then I'll put it in the bathtub. I'm going to put it in the bathtub anyway, though. Well, I can see it right now. It's a nasty, nasty, nasty bead leak on this one. All around. God, this thing's leaking everywhere. They must put this tire together dirty. I don't even have to. Well, I'm going to wash it anyway, but That's bad.